Hi, my name is Jaelen Steede. I've been a chef in Bermuda for about 10 years, and I'm here to show you something that'll make that little special somebody in your life go, wow. We're gonna start with pan-seared shrimp and couscous salad. So right here we have a little bit of couscous, plain couscous. You can get it from any grocery store that you want. Just follow the directions in the box. Now, you can cheat all you want. There's a whole bunch of different flavors, so get whatever you like and what works for you. Here I have some diced red bell peppers. I have some diced red onion. I have some diced cucumber and a little bit of chopped parsley. Nothing too fancy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add all this into the bowl. Actually, funny enough, I was here with my sous chef, Raven, and I was cooking and my girlfriend was here at the same time, and we asked her to taste something that we made. And she gave me this look and said that, it's okay. And I said, well, what do you mean it's okay? And she said, well, it's okay. I said, so that means you don't like it? She said, not really. You know, needless to say, it wasn't a very nice evening for both of us, but it was okay. Funny enough, anybody that I meet expects me to do cooking. So like any party I go to, any event I go to, any gathering I go to, all somebody has to say is, hey, you know my friend? He's a chef. All I have to is, when you gonna cook for me? I have to be like, well, when you buy the ingredients. I would love if somebody cooked for me. And you know what the sad part is? People think that chefs are like the most pickiest people. But if you gave me a simple burger and fries, that's like my zhuzh. I'll go with that any day. Any day. Next thing we're gonna do is switch into our coconut and lime creme brulee. Now in this bowl I have 3 egg yolks and I have 2 whole eggs. And to this I'm gonna add a half a cup of sugar. And now all you wanna do pretty much is just combine this. And what you're gonna see is your sugar's actually gonna turn into a very light yellow color before we start to deal with the cream and the other good stuff that we're putting in here. So you give that a good whisk. You can see our yolks are going from this really dark yellow color, and now you see it's starting to get a little bit foamy. That's because we're starting to get a little bit of air into incorporate all the sugar into all the egg yolks. Now on the stove as well that I have over here, I've been boiling some coconut milk, some heavy cream, some limes, and as well as some sweetened coconut. And this has come to a rapid boil, and then what I've done is just turn it off. And this is the trickiest part to making any creme brulee or like any custard type thing. You want to slowly add your hot cream mixture into your eggs. Now you want to do this as slow as possible. And once you add all this into your mixture, it's going to become a little bit looser. And what you want to do, let this stand to the side for just a couple minutes, maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And we're going to pour this into a measuring jug. This is just going to make it a little bit easier for us when we go to pour it into our molds. You want to take a baking dish and line it with, fill it with water up to about halfway, and place your ramekins inside, and then we'll fill our ramekins about halfway for each one into the oven for about an hour or until you see the custard start to set, and that's when we'll know everything is good. So now what we have here, we have 2 8-ounce filet mignon steaks. Now for anybody that doesn't know, it's a tenderloin steak. Now you can ask any butcher at any grocery store, you know, they're pretty easy to work with, you know what size steak you want. So right here, like I said, I have an 8-ounce steak, and I'm just going to season these with a little bit of salt. I'm not Salt Bay, I'm sorry. And a little bit of pepper. And then I have a nice hot pan over here that's getting ready to start smoking. Perfect. And now the most important thing you want to do when you're cooking any meat, you don't want to put it in a cold pan. You want to get that nice hard, rock hard. When you go to the restaurant and you see that nice brown piece of meat come to you, you want to hear this sound as soon as it goes in the pan. I wouldn't say so, because my favorite Disney movie always says anyone can cook, but only the fearless can be great. So I would say that not necessarily, because I'm always open to teaching. It's something that I like to do. My favorite cuisine, I would have to say, is more like Caribbean, Mediterranean type fusion. Because you know, growing up on an island, you like to see all that fruit and like pineapple and like tropical kind of stuff. But I also like that little bit of refinedness, like the olive oil and the balsamic and the kind of stuff that comes from the Mediterranean side of things. So, you know, it's a little bit of both. I would say it's like a fusion. We got one part of our surf and turf. Now right here, as you can see, we have a very pretty little lobster tail that we decked out earlier. And also here we have a regular plain old lobster tail. So what you're gonna do is you take your scissors, and you go right down the middle of your tail here. You see the little hole? And you go right down there. go down, and then you're gonna flip it over, and you see these little things here? You just break them in a little bit, and then it'll start to open up. You just get in there, you push your thumbs around the meat. Be careful not to destroy it. Takes a little bit of work and patience, but as you can see, it kind of comes with it pretty easily. And then what you do, you see, you pull it all the way out, you fold the tail back over, and then we have a nice little uniform piece of lobster like that. So now we got something that's a little bit more familiar to everybody. We're gonna make some garlic mashed potatoes. Now what I have here is some basic russet potatoes, like your basic baking potatoes, the ones in the foil, as soon as you walk in the store. Now the reason I say that is because you wanna get those potatoes. You don't want the red potatoes, the little bitty ones that I know everybody's mama uses. You want the big ones, because you want the starch content of these potatoes. It's gonna give you a better mashed potato. It's gonna be light, fluffy. If you use the other ones, you're gonna have something that you can probably put on somebody's project and make a globe or sculpture or something, whatever you want. So I have some garlic here that I melted in some butter. I have some heavy cream, and then I have some boiled potatoes. It's a very simple recipe. It's not any big trick to it. All I do here is add in some butter, because butter makes everything better. It's about 3 or 4 tablespoons here. And then I'm going to add in some cream. Make everything a little bit better. I'm just going to combine this. If I was not cooking, I would probably be in accounting, because my father is an accountant, and Ben even asked me why, but I just feel like I like numbers and I like business, so that would probably be the direction I would go. I have to say, like a nice roast chicken with some nice fluffy mashed potatoes, a little bit of vegetable, and some gravy. Now here we have some jumbo shrimp, which we have marinated, a little bit of salt, pepper, some garlic, some thyme. You know, you can do whatever you want. Pretty basic. All we're going to do here is heat up a pan with some more olive oil, and we're going to cook these for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side until the shell turns that bright pink color. I think everybody knows what a good shrimp looks like. Especially in Bermuda, everybody loves the shrimp. Okay, now what we have here is some basic asparagus that we blanched, which just means that we shock them in a little bit of boiling water for like 2 or 3 seconds, just until they get that bright, vibrant green color. Because you know everybody loves something green. I'm just gonna roll these around for a little bit, get a little bit of flame in there. Now, as you recall, we cooked our steaks in this pan, and most people would throw this away because they think this is all burnt, but this is actually the best part of the meat. Now this is what we're gonna build our sauce from. We're gonna throw a little sprig of thyme, nice red wine. Now you can use any red wine you like. I'm gonna add this in here. Be careful. And it should take about 2 or 3 minutes. And then we're gonna hit this with a little bit of beef stock. Let that reduce a little bit more, and then our sauce is complete. So what we're going to do here, we're just going to start to plate. This is actually my sous chef. This is Chef Raven. You can follow us both on Instagram at Burmy Food Guy J and at Chef Raven, as well as we have another page where we're all together. It's called Burmy Eats, at Burmy Eats as well. So here we go. We got our couscous here. We're going to put that right in the middle of our bowl. And Raven's going to let me know if I do something wrong. And now this is a little secret of the chef. You can buy these too at any store. Burmy Fresh actually is really good with these little micro herbs, and it just kind of brings a little touch of the restaurant to your house. Okay, now the biggest question anybody asks as any chef is, what do you drink with your food? And thanks to our great friends at Discovery Wines, we have a selection of 3 different wines, and we'll give you a little run through of what goes with what. Now for any seafood or anything light and kind of airy like pork or seafood, fish, shellfish, that kind of thing, you want to go with the white wine. Now right here I have a Chablis. It's a very fruity wine. It's kind of dry. It's not too bad, but this is the kind of direction you want to go with any seafood or pork, anything light in color or texture. to, you know, a nice drop, nice white wine. For our main course, like a steak or anything really robust or heavy and rich, you want to go with a nice hearty red wine. Now you can use any type of red wine you like. They provided us with a nice red wine as well. And you know, like I said, any beef, lamb, hearty stews, stuff like that, but more so anything that's really gonna fill you up, because you're really nice with a nice full body red wine. And then for your dessert, always gotta finish on a slightly sweeter note. Now we do have champagnes. Now most champagnes can be really dry or they can be kind of sweet. Now you can pick whatever works for you, but it goes really nice with the dessert because it kind of breaks up your palate, gives a little bit of contrast to it, a little bit of bubbles. Alright, now lastly we have our wonderful coconut lime creme brulee. Now this is our finished product. This is what we got to. Now here I have the extra sugar and the lime zest that I set aside earlier. And as you can smell, it smells like life. So this is really good. And then we have some toasted coconut here as well for posterity. So we take this and we're going to put a little bit of sugar. And you just want to evenly coat the top of this. You don't want to put too much sugar for you nuts in Bermuda. You like diabetes and everything. You just want to take it, you know, shake it around just a little bit, just like so, and then all the extra you want to knock it out. Okay, so we don't have too much, we don't have too little as well. So now we have a little blowtorch here. Now you can buy this at the chef shop. What you want to do, once you get all that sugar melted, you want to take your coconut and really quickly sprinkle it on top. Alright, and here you have it. We have our pan-seared shrimp with a warm couscous salad. We have our nice beautiful surf and turf here in the middle, and then we have our wonderful, slightly tropical but different coconut lime creme brulee on the end. I hope you guys enjoyed everything. Don't forget, follow us on Instagram at Barmy Eats, at Barmy Food Guy J, at Chef Raven, as well as look out for any catering and any more events that we're going to be doing in the near future. Check us out.